All right. So what's up, everybody? Your boy John Deere Man 22 here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. So today is January 13th, 2026. And as always, welcome back to the channel. Been on YouTube for 8 years now. Not 8, 9 years now. So yeah. So anyway. Oh, crap. I accidentally took that one off. So yeah, so there was no FS news today. Trying to think if there will be any. So yeah, so let's get right down to business. So FS25 season 13 episodes will get made, I believe, tomorrow. And then everything else should be right. Now, I know what you guys are going to say, that I didn't do any on last Wednesday. That was due to the fact that I had to go shopping with my grandparents on that Wednesday to find a new wireless charger for my room upstairs. And yeah. So yeah. But yeah, anyway, so that's all I can tell you guys from that. So FS25. Now I'm going to drop some news on you guys. I know this is going to be way new. This is going to be too new of FS news to you guys. But I'm already looking into a map for season 14. I know some of you guys are gonna say, "What? You're looking in the maps already for season 14?" Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is correct. You guys heard me correct. I am looking for maps. I was looking for maps for season 14, which is the next season, after season 13 is done. That is. Now I looked at a few. I looked at a Michigan map I looked at a New York map, and I also looked at a Quebec map. Now, the Michigan map, a little too big for my standards. And plus, it would take way too long for me to upgrade everything. So, yeah. And then I looked at the Quebec map. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I looked at the Quebec countryside map, which I can't remember who it's from. I may have to look at the modder when I get the chance to. But anyway. So, I looked at all three maps, and like I said, the Michigan map was a little too big. The New York map had too many square fields. There wasn't any fields that had any curves in them. And then I stumbled across the Quebec countryside map, which is a little bit of a smaller map with 76 fields and 100 purchasable plots, which to me, 76 fields, and they're not even that big. Like, they're just in smaller, they're in kind of like smaller fields, I should say. Smaller fields. And I mean, these fields aren't bigger this way. They're bigger going, they're not big going this way, they're longer, but they're narrower. So they're shorter going this way, but they're longer going up and down. Yeah, sure, there's some fields that are like small and they're not up and down, but that is an issue. Because, well, it's not an issue, but now I have 3 maps, 2 in which I don't like. The Quebec map looks something you just pulled straight out of the PC and Mac Players book, but it looks absolutely amazing nonetheless. So, to me, I haven't decided yet. If I decide I don't want to do either one of them 3 maps that I just fired off, then I may end up, I'm not going to the Louisiana map. I may end up finding another map to do. Which I know, I don't really want to go for a new map, especially since I have already kind of looked into one already, and I know I kind of don't make my decisions till way later, sometimes towards the end of one season, and then I figure it out, and then I say, okay, this is the map I'm gonna do for the next season. And I'm pretty sure now I finally picked out my map, and I'm gonna go with the Quebec map. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Quebec countryside map. Now, obviously, there's a lot of shit that is added into the map that I got to download along with it. So everything has to go into the map. So I can't even start the map without getting the placeables down, without getting the placeables that have to be placed for the farm. Plus for like the shop and stuff like that. Now obviously we're just gonna have to look into it for the very first time, I guess. But yeah, so the Quebec map will be for Season 14. Now the Quebec map, yes, it's got 76 fields, and the fields aren't that big. I may end up bringing the 1688 back for Season 14. I would, and I want to get a John Deere combine for season 14, but there is no good old style John Deere combines. There isn't even any good old style New Holland combines. And that to me just breaks my heart, because I love old John Deere combines, especially the look of them. But when Giants tells the modder, hey, you can't bring this mod back because it's too old, then that just breaks everyone's heart. And I mean it does. Because the older combines came from Sid Modding. And with Sid Modding's John Deere combines out of the picture for FS25 and not being allowed to be brought back, other people have started to bring them back. But they're not for consoles, they're for PC and Mac players only. Especially with the STS series. And the STS series I would love to get back for FS25 as well. But the sad thing is, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if that is going to happen. I wish it could, and I really, really wish it did. But there ain't a whole lot of crap you can do. Besides play with the combines you got and wait and see when wait and see, because that's all we can do, ladies and gentlemen. All we can do is hope and pray. And I kind of wish that just one old style John Deere combine would come back. But the sad thing is, I don't know if that wish will ever come true. And I want it to. I want it to come back so bad. I want all of the John Deere combines to come back so bad. And yeah. So now, what we do now, I don't really know. So, yeah. I know a lot of you guys are going to say, well, you could go with a new style John Deere combine like an S6 or like an S660 or something like that. And that may happen. That may come true. But I don't know. That's just it. I don't know. And the S660 hasn't been seen since season 12. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's true, but I'm pretty sure you can get a smaller extension for that combine. Like, you can get a smaller extension, and that way you could still end up running a new style combine just with a smaller grain capacity. I mean, yeah, sure, that would probably work, but at the same time, it wouldn't fit in with all the old style equipment that would be coming with it. So, old style equipment equals an old style combine. And I got no choice. So, 1688, definitely going to be coming back for season 14 on the Quebec map with the 8-row corn head and the 25-foot bean head that it requires. Not requires, but it's the in-game 25-foot bean head. And pretty much almost all the same equipment, except the 4320 won't come back into the picture. The 4320 may end up staying out, but who knows? Maybe the 1066 ends up staying out and the 4320 ends up coming back in. But unlike the Parker wagons, those will come back. The what is it? The Horsch field cultivator, which is the in-game Horsch field cultivator, will come back. The Kverlin planter, that'll come back as well. The Challenger 55, the 6788, 4955, 5488, the 4840, those tractors will come back, and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know if it's gonna go good or if it's gonna go bad. To be honest, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. So yeah, but as for right now, I believe this is going to do it for this video. I will see you guys tomorrow for FS25 Season 13 episodes and for the January 14th vlog. Later, you guys. Stay safe with everyone. Love you guys. Later.